How many children have I got? 3, mate. 3, 2 boys and a girl. Cody, Blake and Sienna. I think being a dad for me, the best part about it, I actually think, when I lost my dad when my son was 6 weeks old. So I think he sort of came along a little bit to get me through that, because I don't know how to have gone without him, my oldest boy. But yeah, mate, I just watch. They're growing up too quick is a problem for me. My daughter's 5 now, and yeah, it's sort of like that innocence and when they're young, I'd like to keep that sort of thing for a while. But I'm, swimming against the tide, I think, with that one. But I think just coming home is really good, coming home and watching them grow and watching what they're going to achieve, I'm really excited about the future for them, Just lucky that they're all healthy, Learning stuff from Dad, the hardest part is when I sort of, like I said, when I became a father, we lost him, and so I consequently had no one to ask, you know what I mean? So, but I think, you think back on how you were brought up and all the lessons and stuff that your parents and that teach you, and you try and instill that in your kids, if you believe in it, and I believe in everything that Mum and Dad did growing up, And I think, and also saying that too, you can tweak things a little bit to make a difference, make it, especially with how things affected you personally. I know that Dad was always very full of encouragement for us, but he'd get frustrated too when we weren't living up to our potential, So instead of saying something good first, he'd come straight at you with what you did wrong, So I'm going to try and change that a little bit and praise them first, and then give them the clip up there after that. Then explain to them where they could have been better. I think that just builds the confidence more, and makes them try harder the next time, I suppose. The biggest lesson for me was all of a sudden your focus went away from your own life, and all of a sudden you're responsible for these other lives, and they're so vulnerable in that when they're young, of course, and it just really scared the crap out of me. It did, actually, because just the fear of maybe not being there when you need to be there, or making the right decision. So all of a sudden it makes you grow up really, really quickly, I think, and you've got to work stuff out and go over it before you can't just jump into a comment or into an idea. You've got to really think it out and see how it's going to affect them in the long run and in the short term as well. So I think it makes you're not as blasé as you used to be. Like I remember doing some stupid things growing up. Didn't think twice about it. But now you're taking into account all the factors and all the potential hazards. And you've got to try and then make it the right decision after that, or try to. But it's all a learning curve, isn't it?
Big time.
Well, I mean,